Control the flow of your code with the if then else conditions in Python.
So let's just evaluate what conditions really are. Conditions is something which we have been using in real life right throughout, right? I would want to attend a certain college, I would want to wear a certain dress. It's an essential part of the grammatics, which is the constructs. Constructs are essentially the grammar, and we'll be exploring Python grammar right throughout. And if conditions are a part of that, so condition is a very core part of that syntax. And then comes loops, which is an attempt to repeatedly perform a certain action, which we can talk about. This is just from a 30,000 feet point of view. There are many ways to slice and dice languages, and this would be some core concepts that we will carry forward across programming languages. Say you were to choose another programming language, as most developers would in the future, as the rate at which the languages have been growing have changed considerably. Again, coming back to the topic, let's look at what conditions really are. Like we said, the color of your code. Did somebody score better than you? If you're playing on an Xbox and somebody has scored a better score than you on the game and on the leaderboard. Now the same thing is done by the computer, right? So if you're looking at the leaderboard, who is doing better, right? How does it do? Is your score, which is A, is it equal to that of B? Then both of you are on the top of the leaderboard. Or if you are doing better than B, then you are on the top of the leaderboard. If you're doing less than, then somebody else is. Or it can be that either you're greater than or equal to somebody else. If you're greater than, then obviously you're better on the leaderboard. But then you may want to do something like the cutoff score for a certain college admission is greater than or equal to a certain CGPA. So those would be sort of the conditions that you're looking at. It can be less than or equal to, greater than equal to, can easily be less than equal to. Try that out by changing the greater symbol to less than symbol, as you've seen one row above. And now let's switch to the code. In Python ABC, like I said in the last session, if you are opening your browser out again the first time, by default you would be in the recent tab and you would have your recents changed because you closed your browser, right? So the trick is get to Google Drive and click on the one that you want to open, and it would be opened up for you as it did previously. So in this session we are going to look at comparison, and the comparison process is very simple. Syntax is very, very easy. Here we got two variables. Variables are memory references which can store certain value. Here A and B are variables which store the same value of 33, and we are writing a condition here which says is A equal to B, right? Like we talked about the leaderboard earlier. So A equal to B, is it? Right? We know 33 is equal to 33, so this would be equal to B. And let's do that. So it says A is equal to B. But now, if you are coming from another language, be careful with this. It is going to create an error right now, and I'm going to hit that. So it said it doesn't like it. Python wants you to indent the code to say what all you need to do. This is a single line that I may want to do. Right, and done. Right, I just want to two lines to operate, and then I want to say print done. Right, so Only if this condition is met will both these lines be printed. So it wants to know what odd is the scope for this. So this condition is A is equal to B. So let's just run it and see what happens. So it says A is equal to B. It says done and done. And then it does this finally. Now let's just change the value of this. You will notice both these lines did not exist. What this means is all these lines which are coming in the indented space from here, as you can see, there is a indent on the left hand side. That indent tells what's the scope, what's the condition, right? So let's just put that back into 33 and run it. And as we expect, both these got printed and this also got printed. This would print in any case. Let's just repeat that experiment. If you didn't notice, it's because this condition was not met, it checked this condition because the condition did not be met. It did not execute this code and only printed this. But should we turn this back, it will print all these three print sequences. Now you understand the importance of indent in Python. I mean, that's a super important concept. Don't miss out on that. You can easily make mistakes. Most likely you already know this. Now let's just look at some other situations. In this conditions, we have got A and B as 33. Is A greater than B? There's an equality scenario, and there is a condition where it is otherwise. Let's just run it in this scenario. It says A and B are equal because A and B are equal. Now B is greater than, right? That's the scenario. Should we want this condition to value B value there and run? So what happens is right now B is greater than A. Since B is greater than A, B is greater, right? Right, so A. Let's run that again. It says B is greater than A, right? And A and B are equal. We will only do their 33 like it was before. Now let's make A be 5. Now A is greater, so it should come here because B is not 33 is not greater than 35. 33 is not equal to 35. So this condition would trigger, and the result is this print would trigger. So if you here notice the importance of indent and how conditions work in this particular session. I hope this has been useful to you and you've been able to learn something new. Please remember, this is a fundamental lesson, and if you like this lesson, please like and subscribe. Thanks once again.